You know the dream, right? Owning that perfect villa in Bali. You can just picture it, the pool, the lifestyle. But here's the thing. For every one of those dreams that comes true, there's a potential nightmare hiding just under the surface, a financial trap that looks an awful lot like paradise. So, how do you tell the difference between a golden opportunity and a really, really expensive mistake? Well, today we're going to look at how one expert is combining his street smart, on the ground knowledge with the power of artificial intelligence to get to the truth. Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll dive into the two faces of Bali, the dream versus the sometimes dangerous reality. Then, we'll see what happens when human expertise gets a powerful AI partner and how that de-risks the whole venture. We're going to peek inside the actual AI engine, get the final data-driven verdict, and then zoom out to see what this means for investors everywhere. Let's get into it. So let's really set the scene here. On one hand, you've got the Bali you see all over Instagram. It's a tropical paradise, an absolute magnet for tourists. But, when you flip that coin over, you find a much riskier reality for anyone looking to invest their hard-earned money, a place where that beautiful surface can hide some pretty serious problems. And that brings us right to the question, doesn't it? The one every single potential investor has to ask themselves. Is that gorgeous villa you're looking at gonna be a solid, cash-flowing asset? Or is it a money pit just waiting to swallow your savings? The line between those two outcomes can be terrifyingly thin. This quote right here just nails the problem. That stunning look, the thing that makes you fall in love with a place at first sight, can so easily be hiding cheap construction and shoddy workmanship. And that's exactly why just walking through a property isn't nearly enough. You need real boots-on-the-ground expertise. Okay, so if you can't trust the pretty pictures, and you can't just go on a gut feeling, what can you trust? Well, this brings us to the solution, and it's a really powerful one. A partnership that combines decades of human experience with the raw analytical power of AI. This whole idea is part of something bigger called the Agentic Enterprise, and the goal here is not to replace people with algorithms, not at all. It's about creating a system where AI agents work right alongside us, basically making us better, faster, and smarter at what we do. I love this slide because it makes the whole thing so simple. Just think of it like this. The human expert, they're the master chef. They use their years and years of experience to create the perfect recipe. The AI, that's the super high-tech oven. It can't invent the recipe itself, but man, can it execute. It runs thousands of complex calculations with incredible speed and precision. And what you get at the end is a truly professional, institutional-grade investment analysis. And in this particular story, our master chef is Mark Tulloch. He's the independent consultant who's providing that recipe. His deep operational experience in Bali, knowing what actually drives rental income and what hidden risk to look for, that's the human intelligence that makes the whole AI model work. Honestly, without his expertise, the AI is just an empty box. So, how does this partnership actually make the dream less risky? It's pretty straightforward, really. It systematically pulls the emotion out of the decision, that Instagram effect, and it replaces it with cold, hard data. And this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way. It's an emotional trap, a gamble based on gut feelings. But on the right, you have the BPIN model. It's a strategic move, guided by an independent consultant, and built on a foundation of serious financial modeling and hard data. Two totally different worlds. And right here, this is where the human expert is just absolutely irreplaceable. An AI can't walk a construction site. It can't spot where a builder took a shortcut on the foundation. It can't check the plumbing or spot faulty wiring. These are the critical, real-world checks that only an experienced eye can perform. This is the stuff that protects you from disaster. Okay, so we get how important the human element is. Now, let's pop the hood and take a look at the technology itself. This is the BPIN AI calculator. This is the oven that does all the heavy lifting on the financial side of things. Now remember, the AI isn't just making these numbers up. Its whole analysis starts with realistic assumptions that are grounded in real-world experience, and they're all provided by the human expert. Stuff like the purchase price, what renovations are likely to cost, projected daily rates, and all the management fees. These inputs are the bedrock of the whole thing. And this is where the magic happens. The AI takes all those inputs and it simulates multiple futures. What's the downside scenario? Ouch, a painful 75-year payback period. What's the realistic base case? A very respectable 20 years. And the upside? A fantastic 10.7 years. So instantly, you see this clear, quantified spectrum of risk and reward.
But the final score isn't just about the bottom line. It's actually a really sophisticated, weighted score that thinks like a smart investor. Of course, net yield gets the biggest piece of the pie at 30%. That's your core return. But look, location and demand are right behind it, because a great yield means nothing in a place nobody wants to go. And then liquidity and risk round it out, asking those crucial questions. How easily could I sell this if I had to? And what could go wrong? It's a total financial health check.
All of this complex analysis, the human expertise, the AI number crunching, that weighted score, it all leads to one thing: a clear, data-driven verdict. This is all about getting total clarity before a single dollar of your capital is on the line.
The Bali Property Intelligence Network, or BPIN for short, is the engine that delivers this clarity. It takes all those different data points and boils them down into a final, actionable result for you, the investor.
And there it is. All of that complexity, all those variables, distilled into one single, precise number. For this particular property, the final BPIN score is 79.7 out of 100. It's an objective grade that just cuts right through all the noise and the emotion.
And that score translates directly into the ultimate payoff, a clear yes or no recommendation. In this case, invest. The analysis shows strong fundamentals, which gives the investor the confidence to move forward, based on data, not just a dream.
So let's zoom out for a second. This whole Bali example, it isn't just about real estate. It's really a glimpse into a new era for all kinds of high-stakes decisions, where this human-AI partnership becomes the new gold standard. The key thing to take away from all this is simple. This technology isn't here to make experts obsolete. It's a tool. It's designed to augment their judgment, to basically supercharge their experience, so that human and machine working together can get results that neither one could ever reach on their own. And I think this quote just captures the whole philosophy perfectly. The real goal here isn't to build machines that think like humans. It's to build tools and systems that amplify our best qualities, our intuition, our experience, our judgment. Which really just leaves us with a final thought to chew on. This kind of AI co-pilot is coming to every industry for basically every major decision we're going to make. So the question for all of us isn't if we'll use it anymore, it's how. How are you going to choose to use this power to augment your own expertise?